okay, you know, a quick little short break, not too much. Straight back into it. We got all of our little fixes going.
For real
And
this
now,
time,
yeah,
Agent Select, for real.
everyone should be in the server, unlike the previous time, and we should just be running it back with the same comps here while they hold on to it. I mean, yeah, we see the side of boyfriends. There's a Yoru Raze duelist. You got Clove as your controller, and then you got the Chamber Fade. So a comp to be sure.
I mean, like all of them just kind of want to take fights except for Zig. Zig is holding back and it's okay, guys. I have recon, and the rest of them are like feral dog. Actually, do you know the meme where it's the one guy with like 4 leashes and they're all around people with angry ass faces? It's like the Paper X version of it, where it's Alex holding on to all of the players. That's what this is. Zig is the coach behind them that has to keep a leash on these feral duelists running around the map.
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm really interested to see. They're starting on defense side as well, so it's gonna be an interesting start. At the very least, it's gonna be exciting to see what they want to pull out with this. The other side of the board, a little bit less interesting, I think, is the simple way I'd put it. But I think anything compared to the defending side is less interesting.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's no double controller, actually.
No, it'd be interesting to see run like one side Clove, one side Brim. That's all we got going on in terms of controller smoke situation. But you know, we got on the other side, you got a Cypher. We got the Breach. So definitely a lot more standard, to say the least. As we just get on in. Service
I mean,
teams
the
to be
Brim
unhappy
versus
today.
Clove. What are they going to do with the medal? I mean, they have the Raise Nade.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm trying to find some synergies here. I mean, you can do a lot with the Raise Nade. Like there's a lot going on with that, with the medal and the C's. You bring him down to actually 1 HP before the nade takes him out.
It's like, what's the play? What's the play?
We're gonna find out at the start of this pistol round.
Yeah.
Barriers are getting ready to go down.
The loudest cat in the world. Sorry, I was just listening to that spray.
It's gonna be a point like every game. Like there's always gonna be somebody with the cat. You're gonna hear it at some point in the broadcast every single time. Put it on the bingo card.
Does KOKA mention probably? Most probably. It's the best little bundle they've done, you know? But starting us off, gonna just be slow to start, but the defense are gonna be the ones taking point, which I think, you know, given what they're running, completely expected.
Oh, nice dink. And I like the little double swing at the start of the round with the Yoru. Something that only Yoru can get away with on this map. Getting into that TP, taking a fight, then TPing out. Nice swing with the flash, and it's got first blood for Evan. Traded back though. Okay, he's doubled up. 4v3 now.
Yeah,
and the spike is down.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a struggle though. The spike, they're not actually committing to defending the spike, which is completely fair. You know, it's such a deep moment. But 4 versus 3, you have such an advantage. You've cut down so much of this time that you can just sit back. The longer it takes them to get that spike, the more it's going to be a struggle to try to keep everything online. And the Brim having to use 2 smokes
30 seconds left.
Just to be able to give them the opportunity to get that smoke. They need to pick up some kills right now. Decay going to be the first one to be tested, and just not going to take too much of a fight, not trying to push anything. They know with the time remaining, they either are going to be committing to A, or they're going to be going for the TP play, and the Chamber is going to be sitting back.
That's the spike!
But the spike!
Oh no, it's a tragedy.
My god.
The last player, the one with the spike, and they go down. I mean, how are you going to win a round where you have 2 incidents of the spike dropping in no man's land?
I don't think I had much hope in terms of the round anyways there, because they were all three of them were going for the TP, but it was 16 seconds on the clock. The chamber was still just sitting over on B, so they basically had no time to go for the play. So it was going to be a struggle no matter what. But that is just insult to injury to end it off. 1-0. The Boyfriends creating a really good start here, and now can just go for it. Going to be doing what we expect them to do, making those kind of plays. And so now Evan just gonna be the one to break a huge bit of info at the start, and Blank tagged down to nothing but stays alive and gets a great piece of info.
I've seen this one before. The first engagement is a dink, and the first blood goes the way of the Boyfriends. Lightning strikes twice. I like the walk-up showers here, actually. It gives Disaplin here a chance to TP if they want to. There it is.
Yeah, and being able to just smoke it off, try to go for a plant here. Give themselves a little bit of uptick in terms of ult economy.
Oh no.
But Decay coming in, the judge swings out and actually stops it right before it's able to go down. Gets a double, falls for their troubles, but, you know, it's a Clove. They still got value this round no matter what. Spike's going to be dropped, Judge is going to be in hand, but the kills are still just falling. And the Boyfriends 4 versus 2 retake should be on their side unless some shenanigans can ensue. And they're not going to check the Judge!
Oh, how does Murph get away with that?
The 180 Spectre.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Survived 2 shots from the Judge.
It's like the first one, my enemy's Judge. The second one, my Judge.
Yeah. Like, that should be a 1 pump. I'm shocked about that. But I think it would have been... It was definitely GG's anyway, though. I think that was a very good example.
Great damage.
That was a very good example of not taking enough space on site and it biting you in the butt, right?
Yeah.
Because they smoked just to barely get out of shower to try plant, and they're getting one guy running through the smoke, and then everybody's all around site is just completely collapsed upon.
Classic one person goes for it, but they're gonna clear everything. Oh, that Prowler, really nice to be able to at least make sure that no one's playing out too close. They're gonna boombot as well just to be extra safe, but that just gives them so much control here over towards Hookah. Decay, just a sheriff in hand, and they're gonna be trying to make some play here. They're not gonna be checked straight away, but they don't fire. The trigger discipline is clean, but the shots aren't, and now Jirachi gonna pick up 2, get the plant down. 5 versus 3, this bonus is looking like it might fall away unless a kill can come in really quickly now.
Oh, we've seen Evan multi-frag before, but not this time. Okay, only 1 to fall for Discipline. They'll take their buy round.
Yeah, really good from Jirachi there. I like the idea from Decay, not try... You know, it's always a case of, do you want to go for that one and done? Do you want to wait a moment? But good instinct to just turn around on the raise and get it. I don't think the multi-kill would have been too much on the cards there, but the longer they're able to stay alive could have been good for Decay. But keeping it clean, not letting too much run away. If they lose that bonus, Discipline would have been such a terrible situation.
Because they're going to send that to... They've been sending that decoy so much. They just want to condition with it. I mean, I can't believe they're not even weary of the teleporter. This is the only time that they haven't gone through with the decoy.
This time around, but the rotates off the back of a lot of this is going to come in. 3 people towards B. They're clearing out a lot here, but taken out though. The Euro just gets crossed off from the long side. They're going to keep throwing some util here. Man advantage, Discipline, a good position to be in. They just need to be able to capitalize and finish it out. But for now, just taking it slow, not overplaying their hand.
Let's Zig rotate though. They still have all of the breach util here, and Blank's been spotted out. Okay, that's good. Are you going to try isolate him here? Just make him TP. Everybody will be back towards... Yeah. Great kill from Jirachi there. And now Decay gets traded out. Fantastic take from Discipline. But with Zig, he's got something to say. 2 big ones, and it's brought it into an even footing now.
Yeah, Murph's flank is only going to make things more complicated. Can be there. And Harold standing in the trap, gets caught a bit by the nade, but it doesn't matter. The headshot from Murph finished it off, and they just get lost and completely. Zig picks it up with the double there. Murph's flank just traps them on the site. A really good take falls into such a difficult hole that they just cannot keep going.
Yeah, Zig the hero, for sure. I think it was a 2v4, and he just doubles up, puts it into even, has Murph to help with the cleanup.
Yeah, and it's off the back. That take was really nice from Disaplin. Jirachi, you know, they get the info on exactly where the chamber is. They get him to use the TP, and they know exactly where he's going to TP to. They know he's going to go for the elbows, and they just play around that and get another man advantage off that, but they cannot completely convert it. And they're actually putting a bit of question mark in terms of what they're going to buy here. Looking at it, they are, you know, only about half their money's being spent, so they're playing off of a half buy to try to get a full buy next round. So this round could definitely fall for the Boyfriends. It could be a great situation to try to pump up a lead, especially with this ult advantage.
This is the first, like, super spread default that they've done, where they put at least somebody on every extremity. Nice shot there from Evan. Oh, it doubles up as well.
I know exactly where
Yep,
you are.
really good. Yes, oh, attacker side, Disaplin. They're going to use neural theft, so they're going to get a bit of info off the back of this. So now, only 3 left alive. There is only a solo here, but he waits it out. Blank gets some backup to come into them.
They found my trap.
Decay going to be here, 2-2 split, and now we're going to see exactly what it's going to do. That stun is going to force him into such a terrible spot here. Blank taken out, Decay left all alone. They do have an ult though, so opportunity if they do get taken, but they have to get taken for that to happen first. Gets brought down, and they never left.
Oh,
it
Murph. Rare whiffage
and Harrow
from Murph.
taking a battle so hard. Horatius not going to be able to close it out. Really good in terms of the buy they got, but still not able to finish it out.
Yeah, 4-1 now. I mean, the playing spread is okay. They didn't have enough pressure there for Evan, and they just double up. Very good kills from them. But to bring it back there when it was 3v5 at some point is to make it that close isn't too bad from Disaplin, but they have to start converting some rounds now, otherwise the Boyfriends are going to start running away with this game.
Yeah, the consolation prizes can only console you for so long. So for now, it's going to be... this is an opportunity, I think, is one of the big things. Going from the kill into the neural theft last round was really good, so they need to do something here. And the Brim...
There's that combo I was talking about at the beginning.
Yeah, Decay nade. Just such a hard one. Oh, and they get all the info with Evan going through this on the dimensional drift. Actually going to go for the at least baiting them out with it. He only has a shorty in hand, so that's his haul in life thrown out. As now Shower's control is completely under the side of the Boyfriends. B is not being in any way tested, so it's all up to how they can push this take, and that Prowler will not catch Murph off it anyways, so the double up will be... they'll only see the back part of the double up, so Murph's position, really good still.
They have to... Decay has to show himself here, though. Jirachi has to spot Decay here so that they feel very comfortable that Shower's not occupied. Oh, Jirachi's gone in, though, to get the first blood. Okay, now they know about everybody's in Showers. Okay, this is great.
Yeah, the aftershock's going to come in and it's going to slow them down, and it just means it's going to come on through that fade ult. The Decay is going to be huge to chunk people down. Fuck. Oh, swearing is not allowed on the stream. It messed up their hearing. That was my bad. 3 versus 2 now. The attackers playing out a really strong post plant, but Blank can't have something to say about it.
Teleport's ready.
Oh, they got the Brim Molly. Oh, they didn't, but it's still the spray was good enough.
I think it was touching him, but it doesn't stop the defuse there.
Definitely doesn't stop
And
the
defuse. They didn't have to pop the orbital strike either. So that is a nice one to keep on hand here as they push up against it. And the economy, absolutely in shambles. They've been able to actually make, even the rounds where they're running on pistols or half buys, make them competitive, which that is such a huge thing to be able to accomplish.
Yeah, and it's because of those rounds that Boyfriends are on a scuffed by here, even though they only lost 1 after having a 2-round streak. They're still on a scuffed bye because those 2 rounds they won were still very competitive. Oh, it doesn't matter if you have a headhunter though. What a first blood from Blank.
Yeah, best 100 creds you'll ever spend. Now they just need to sit back. They have an advantage here. They have Evan in such a prime position as well, playing off the back of a TP. They're just going to swing out. It's
When
going to
does
be
he
all up to
go?
Evan's timing. They're not in any way holding this either. Blank gets caught by the Prowler. And Murph actually gets another one to keep it up. All of the pistols are absolutely primed up and ready to go. Get those headshots, get those kills. And now Spike is not in control of Discipline. 2 versus 5.
It's just a snowball. Or just a death ball outside the spike. 4 players looking at this, I mean, there's no chance.
No, for sure.
And it's because it's such a neat plan, I guess, from Boyfriends. I mean, Blank kind of
30
just
seconds
does
left.
peek out and says, okay, I'm Chamber, me take fight, and then takes the head straight off of Jirachi's shoulders, but afterwards, when they had the triple... Oh, wait, hold on. Some kills coming in, trying to make it costly. They can get like 1 or 2 more. 1? Okay, no. I mean, you shouldn't be winning the Thrifty like that anyway.
Yeah,
Boyfriends
round.
5-2. But yeah, the little play to have Blank, Murph, and Evan all play into this short trap was really cool. Because even when Blank got hit by the Prowler, Murph was like, hold on, I'm switching. And then he came in, peeked. They weren't ready for somebody to peek because the Prowler just hit the guy that was in hookah, right? Surely he won't swing again. Little did they know it was his teammate. And then Evan comes in from the backside and took out Oba. I mean, the coordination is brilliant from Boyfriends.
Yeah, it's really good. And they're going to just play it slow out. They get some info out long. They get just a slow basic push out here, especially versus very little. There's a Guardian, there's a Vandal, but that's the highlights of what's going on here for Discipline. This deficit feels so big to try to fight against. As now they're just going to try to go for this B take. They've had some success in terms of getting the plan and getting the site, so maybe off the back of some headshots, some really nice plays, they can do this. But they need to be the ones to open it up here, especially with Blank's position being so deep with the rendezvous on hand.
Nice fault line. They've done that 2 rounds now. It is nice. Fault line is very good for clearing out hookah like that and has pushed Blank back. But is the exec good enough? Is the question. Zig was able to shut it down last time they tried doing this kind of play, and he's doing it once again.
Oh, just completely
30
walled
seconds left.
off from this entire play. 25 seconds. There's very little time on the clock as well to be able to try to pull it out. I guess trying to go for something. Both the weapons fall. It's just 2 classics left. Burst fire is not going to do it. Murph left on 8. Gets on Hero. And that is just a flawless round. 6 on the board. And they're going to be pushing for even more as we go on forward. Guns should be at least on hand for the side of Discipline, though. So opportunity to maybe go for some, but they need to be able to take these rounds because it has not been a situation where they're able to get anything cleanly. They've had to fight tooth and nail, and they haven't been able to win it out.
I'd say it's make or break. Oh, okay, a sensible timeout being taken, actually.
This is we love
This is
seeing
make or
timeouts.
break.
I think we always talk about it. We're like, teams, no one times out. You know, I feel like you never know when to time out, and then by the time you realize you should time out, it's way
Too
past
late.
the point of needing
Yeah.
it. So I like this position. You know, this is when they get their weapons. This is probably the last opportunity if they don't win it out to really bring the fight to them on this half. So trying to come up with a plan, trying to figure out exactly what they want to do now that they have those rifles, now that they can go for this, is going to be huge here. And they have 4 ultimates online, so I think it's a question of, can you get something going here? Can you get maybe the Cypher to be in position to neural theft, get a Nightfall for a site take, and then or a Rolling Thunder, both of them really following. That's the same kind of idea. But you have the tools in order to take it. It's just having to execute, having to beat out a lot of these gunfights, which is not easy. There is absolute popping off going on for the Boyfriends.
I mean, you're definitely onto something with the order of ults. Because like they had one round where they played really spread in their default discipline, and then they got a kill with Cypher in that round. It was just like a 1v1 of Blank getting a little aggressive, and Enduro punished them, and that got them the neural theft. So then you'd figure out which is the weaker site, and then you group up, Rolling Thunder, you do an exec. You have the tools for it. It's just about doing it right, and I don't think you're off to a great start if Aoba is sitting in spawn.
Oh, I think that might have been a different situation. They're gonna take that. That's actually a huge push, though. So that's already such a huge thing to fall through. They need to try to make something here. It's going to be still 3 towards that B. That push on through is going to mean it's so difficult. Jirachi taking some fights and actually going to win it out. Evan taken out. And Blank as well. That's 2 kills over towards the B site. He has his ultimate online now as well. The showstopper on hand. Zig is left alone. It's just trying to cultivate something off the back of this. The Showers walk up alongside this is absolutely huge.
Murph has no idea. Yeah, and they spotted him for free. Or they should have spotted him for free. Instead, he still gets one somehow.
Get that spike,
Get
get
that
the spike,
spike
run
and
it
get
back,
out of
run it
there.
back. Oh my god. That is so much more dangerous than it needs to be. 2 versus 2. Showstopper, orbital strike. They have the tools, they have the plant, they have the opportunity here.
Spike planted.
Alright, this is it for Discipline. If they win this round, then they have a chance to make the half a decent bit closer than the round so far might tell you. But if they lose it, then it's looking rough. You're looking at probably 9-3, 10-2.
Last player standing.
And that's not a great start. Rolling Thunder, though, is going to buy enough time. They still have all the util to play with here, but if they're blinding up themselves, there's not much they can do.
Oh,
7-2 is tragic for
heartbreaking.
for Hortius.
And yeah, and we are back. Just, you know, a little bit of tech problems, but we are going to be into it. 10th round of the match, timer's ticking down, and straight away now, this is not what I was expecting to be thrown into, as we see them all just burst their way through short and just take complete control over it on the defense. This stun, huge. Horatius going to open that up. And they're actually going to just trade it back and forth 4v4 now already. Decay needs to get something if he wants to stay alive here. It looks like he's just going to have to fall unless he can get a kill here. 4 versus 3 now, and they're actually just going to fall. This is just chaos that is blooming for Discipline.
One enemy remaining.
I think they got bored. I think Boyfriends got a little bored and they're like, guys, we're sending us.
They were, yeah, no, we were noting they were doing just some parkour during the break, during the tech pause, so just messing around. So now, just able to do it. Zig left 1 versus 4, already caught by the cam. Yep, already hit by the cam. Trying to find it. Has a lot of util, but
Where are you?
not seem like he's gonna be able to come to much fruition. If he's given some fights, you know he can hit some heads, but they are playing this so safely. They do not want to give anything away. Second dart, timer ticking down. This is really all she wrote for now. So this is a third on the board. Just about how much they're going to lose out on, but it looks like it should only be that 1 extra kill for Zig. 3 on the board, 3 survive. You know, a nice way to end that tech. To be able to, take a round off the back of it. But I feel like, Boyfriends are going to be in a really good spot still now that they probably were just going for a little mess around.
Yeah, now they lock in, right? It's going to be hard, though, because they're looking at 4 ults on the other side of Discipline here. And Showstopper is one of them. We were talking about that this is an ult that won Discipline around earlier on in the half. And it's the chance to do it again.
Oh, Murph not even able to get the paint shells off there is huge, because he could have done a nice bit of damage. Evan just walking around, just looking at them. Just gonna get that going. Got a TP back, not gonna Overstays welcome. And Hero, this Cypher, gonna take that kill. Has neural theft as well, so he could just pop it now, and he will. Good opportunity for a fourth. Really good pulling back here. Taking that for those fights. They know exactly where everyone is. They know the rotates are coming in. And with these 5 men, they can just take a clean fight here unless Decay has something to say about it. Showstopper pops in, though. And for now, they're going to go for it. Back at the site is not a safe place to be, but it's not going to be a kill. That looked like that should have been on the money here.
Oh, Decay is doubled up. Still man disadvantage, though, for Boyfriends. Decay and Blank, the 2 new players on this A team, have to show up big time to win this round, but Decay is not going to get given any. Blank, left in the 1v3, has the HP to try and get this one across the line, but Ova will clean it up. Internet, when the internet's back, they're also so back.
Yeah, that was really good from them. A lot of ults were expended, but they get the round. They get 4 on the board and an opportunity. You were saying 8-4 is a good opportunity here. 7-5, even better. So, gonna run here. And Boyfriends, man, they're here for some fun for sure. You know, that is definitely a choice in terms of weaponry here.
This is a gold player's worst nightmare.
Dude, they cannot deal with an Odin. It's just a fact. It is the most overpowered weapon. It costs the most. Keeping it slowed down though. Discipline, following their own name, not overpeaking, not trying to overplay it. Murph is in a great spot here, pushed up in the showers. So if he's given a fight, he should be able to get a pick off.
Nobody's going to bite at that for a while though. Probably just going to be Angelo going for the late lurk through shower. But Murph is pretty disciplined in this. He's going to stay on this no matter what pressure gets put onto short here.
Oh, and it's going to be the moment. And Jero absolutely caught unawares here. But off the back of that, they are just going to burst on in. They know that there's an off towards showers. So that they know they can have a little bit less pressure towards them, towards the lamps, towards the center of the site. And they're going to play off the back of that. As now Evan actually taken out in the smoke. Good spam, takes it through. The Odins, the Op are still the ones remaining here. And the spam is not going to connect for them as of yet. Orbital Strike comes in early. As now they're trying to take it over. Spike is not even planted here. And the rotates, in all honesty, the defense is perfectly fine with this rotate here. With all this spam coming through, with all these shots. They just need to take the kills. Decay, the one that has been a hero for the team, is going to be the one to do it again. And this round just going to fall apart completely here.
Oh, wow. So despite 4 Odins being brought into that round, Zig is the only person to actually get kills with us.
Zig, absolute hero there with it. Decay is having an absolutely monstrous game as well.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised at that. He looked very good when he was playing in the National League over the last month. So to see him fragging out here on especially with a comp and a play style that definitely suits guys, just run it here, just peek, we can win, play with confidence. Like that's definitely the play style that's going to suit Decay here. And I mean, you can see it because he has the most deaths on the team. He does kind of just want to go straight in, take the gunfight. It doesn't matter if he's on Clove, he can still smoke for his teammates after he dies.
Exactly. And now I'm feeling really worried for the Discipline side over here for now. Knowing what kind of pushes, what kind of aggression can be thrown in right now, and seeing it already come to fruition to start us off.
Oh, wow.
We're just going to see the Boyfriends absolutely pop it through. Horatius gets 1, but that is going to be it. Plant is going to come on through 4 versus 2. Jirachi takes the fight. Decay taken out. But as you're saying, that Clove taking point doesn't cost them too much, especially in this man advantage here. Iris not able to get anything. Evan with 3 in the round, 9 on the board. And Boyfriends are taking off on a huge lead. And I feel like that could be very much a theme here as this comp is just built for pushing, man.
Always built for pushing. There's no way that Blank is sitting on the judge on Chamber. And they're not. Okay,
okay, he's spamming all the bullets out of it. So I don't know if he's going to keep it. He's rebuying it. Okay, there's a lot
I'm ready for them to run it down again. I'd say, you know what? The rundown A strat worked pretty well, boys. Let's try it again.
Launching smoke.
You're versus pistols, you know, not the worst situation. That orb should be able to be taken at least, you know, the silver linings of the defense right now. Murph flies on in, the second judge. And that is huge damage dealt here. Not going to be able to push anything. Just try to deal some damage here. And there's 3 of them sitting there waiting for them to peek on through.
Jump scare.
That's the worst you can see. Murph taken out, but these are all just little bits of damage being dealt here. As they're just going to walk on forward, take Horatius out, and that is double digits for the boyfriends. And such a difficult time for Disaplin to stick with it.
Okay, so they have they have a breach. That's pretty good at stopping these death balls. 1 stun, and everybody's in a ton of trouble. You've got trips you can play with. You got the nade to try stall. I mean, it's not like there's no counterplay to this. It's just, can they put the right util right places? Disaplin.
The pace is just going to be so difficult, and even they're still just keeping up with this. They're not throwing any bodies towards B, which, if you're able to catch onto that as Disaplin, it could be a good way to play it out. For now, though, Burst's going to come on in. Dimensional Drift is going to lead the charge, get them some info here. Going to open it up. The shorty gets one right before being taken out, though. So Plant's going to come on in. The site is free for now. That paint shell's actually going to stop it out. So good timing for that, but ooh, damage being hugely dealt as the 8 players have to sit back and try to take some fights here. 3 versus 3, 2 versus 2. All just breaks through with a lot of trades off, but Jirachi gives them the advantage. Murph, only one left alive. Sheriff in hand. Going to try to play this out. Those paint shells just going to tag him a little bit as he's forced on back here. The Plant is in a great spot here. Spamming through. None of those bullets connect. And Jirachi just going to stick it out here. And Jero going to take the kill as well. But that looked really good to begin with. And then it completely fell into Disaplin's hands.
How in the world did Murph not get that kill? It felt like for 3 or 4 bullets, it felt like that crosshair was straight on Jirachi, and it just didn't kill. I guess the box just ate the bullets. It's still stuck in there. You have a look at the extra.
Just not able to get anything in those shots. If he took him out there, that round was very much in Murph's hands to be able to run with. But we are going to be seeing that bonus not come to fruition, but just buy up anyways. You get a lot of money still in hand. And now push is going to come through. Switching it up. We went to A couple of times. Let's go B, guys. Let's just run it through. Evan going to throw some TPs. They're going to get the fade to throw some util. And Iris is whiffing the spray. So that is a difficult one for them. They're not going to be able to catch anything. They have been having a difficult game, to say the least. And it's only getting worse from here on out, as it's looking like 11 is on the cards.
Oh my god. Everybody is having a bit of it.
Ooh. Horatius running for his life.
Keep the flashes as well. Keeping back the horde.
Oh my god, you get the TP, you go for the defuse. The greatest strat ever played. But Zig didn't overpush here. Didn't play
Zig
it out.
Was prepared for us.
Just trying to ring around the rosy. Does not get it going. It's still 11 on the board, but Angero makes a game out of it.
Is actually playing Dead by Daylight, running away from the killer, and then the flashes are just like planks.
Just knocking over like the planks to do it. Yeah, that's basically the life he was living there.
Yeah. Okay. Any buyers? We got some weaponry in here for Disaplin. Only some though. There's one Phantom in. There's a Buckster.
Iris trying to play a hero out here, but they have been on a struggle. I think that spray in the last round is a good encapsulation of how the game has been going for them, which is not well at all, to say the least. Paint shells. That's going to be a good time. One could maybe deal some nice chunk of damage here. As the decay is going to come on in, some damage is going to be dealt here. And Jirachi, a hero needs to be had, and is going to start it off and doesn't hit anything with that showstopper. Gets taken out 4 versus 3 now, and it's looking like the attackers are just going to completely run away even further with the round, with the game. with bind.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
What is it with the showstoppers recently and just
Oh.
not killing? It happened
Yeah,
last
we-
time when Zig somehow lived through Jirachi's showstopper, and once again, Jirachi has shot the showstopper and it doesn't kill, despite it looking directly on top of their opponent.
Right here.
Maybe in
The
Act
stun.
3 they'll fix the hitbox on that.
Right here.
I'm sure, guys, don't worry. Totally not copium. Act 3 is gonna fix everything. Gun short for one of you's a short. That's a chat message to say the least. But the attackers, their boyfriends are just completely gunning this out. They had their fun at the end of the last half. So now just lock in, take us to the second. That's what they want to do here, and it's all about how they're going to start this off.
Oh, okay.
Manjaro in a great position. Evan taken out there. The site is not his to be had. Knight is going to fall, and Manjaro is not. Is he going to change that up, though? Blank left all alone. 1 versus 2 here. They know exactly where he is off that neural theft, off that reload. And now just having to take these fights together, they need to try to push for this. Jirachi in a great spot, just sitting in the corner, needs to be the one to take point, and he will take the head off Blank. 12-6. A little bit of consolation now coming on in. Maybe a little bit can be done.
12-6. Buy isn't perfect for boyfriends.
Now they've had to expend a lot, so
Evan is 1 away from the Dimensional Rift and has bought full armor and a shorty. As a Yoru player, I know exactly what he's going for.
Yeah. Yells in the Discord call, guys, we get orb, I get ult, go in.
This is a nice spot.
It's gonna work out though, because I mean, Disaplin have not been contesting map control like at all. I don't think I've seen a single like push down a short or long or something that boyfriends are doing a lot of the times, that they're peeking outside a hookah to see B short. None of that being shown here from Disaplin. They're content to just sit back in the site and try to weather this exec. I mean, Andrew's done a good job to take down Evan there. That's the head of the snake chopped off, but the body bites as well. Decay is the one to close out Andrew's life and take the site. And he just keeps going.
Yeah, it's
On for
only
the
gonna
ace.
get worse here. Decay 3 in the round. I think that might be the call right now as well, as he's gonna peek forward. Not gonna get it. Not dead yet though. They're gonna go for that, push it through. Go for the fight. 1 down. Jirachi is left alive. Decay gets the ace to end it off. 13-6. No matter what, TUD are gonna win this game, but it's the boyfriends that do it. As Disaplin taken out, Bind is not in the cards for them, and really did not feel like it was in their hands from start to finish.
Yeah, there was some points where maybe like Disaplin got around with the showstopper that Jirachi had at one point that I was like, oh, okay. Like, maybe they have some sauce here. They have some execs. They have some good ideas about what the game's going to look like. That they could have some kind of grasp on this game, Disaplin. But I mean, you shouldn't be doubting the core. The core
No,
3 on TUD, or the core 2, because I guess it is Zig and Murph right now.
Yeah, we don't have Asian in the game, but in spirit, Asian is still there. So yeah, that is a really good game from them. The boyfriends just absolutely pushing it on in, taking the bind for themselves. We are going to be running over onto Haven next, so we're going to take it to a short little break, let the players have a little chill, and then we will be coming right back after just a short moment.